Hey everyone, Don here with Don's question of the day. Guys, welcome to Tuesday's edition of DQOTD. Today's question, guys, what one thing needs to be modernized, really modernized? One thing. That's all you gotta say, one thing. That is today's question, guys. Let's get into the results for today. So guys, something that's gonna be modernized, made up to date with today's culture, with the theme for the current time. So plastic bags maybe was a big one. So making plastic bags more biodegradable, or actually make them biodegradable completely instead of these hundreds and hundreds of years that they say it takes for a plastic bag to break down. That's a huge one. And working at a grocery store like myself, people all the time will bring in their cloth bags instead of plastic bags and reuse those. They even wash them, every few times so they stay sanitary and clean, but you can reuse those bags and make a big difference for the environment. So maybe we could create some kind of plastic bag that would be more biodegradable. Interesting concept. A lot of you said me or myself. That was probably the most answered for today's results, but a lot of you I think were just kidding and being funny, and some of you not so much, like maybe I need to catch up with the times. Be more modernized, as it were. Somebody said executions need to be modernized. Yeah, I won't go into what other things he said in there, but I thought that was an interesting one, kind of morbid too if you think about it. But if somebody gets charged for a crime and there's execution, I don't know. There is that. And I say this with peace and love, but somebody said church. They feel like their generation in church is just not as exciting, or people aren't drawn to church as much, and it needs to be more modernized for the youth of today. My dad was a pastor. I can kind of get on board with that in certain ways, and even my dad being a pastor has said that too, to some extent. But yeah, that's a good point. How about government, guys? Government needs to be more modernized, definitely. The way we pay for things. Maybe instead of having money or a credit card, somebody mentioned even putting a chip inside you. I know that gets to the religious people sometimes with the mark of the beast and all that stuff, but I don't know. It would be easy maybe to make things more faster in lines and stuff. We've got Social Security. How about working on our roadways? Now that's a good one. A lot of the roadways need to be updated and more for today's cars and stuff. Somebody said our garage. Somebody also said the windows in our house need to be more modernized. A lot of us could probably get on board with that. How about the food that we eat, or our food supply needs to be updated? Possibly just with all the science and stuff, maybe we can do things with fruits and vegetables and not put so many chemicals and stuff in our food. I know a lot of you could get on board with that one. I know a lot of you could. Cell towers. Maybe have them not so big and just like everywhere, like, oh, that's a cell tower. That is not good for our neighborhood. Does not look very good for the area. Looks kind of trashy. Patriotism. Did I say that right? The tax code. A lot of our old house wiring. Bet a lot of us could say that. And guys, the school system as a whole, the way that kids learn these days, maybe take the main goal, our foundation too for schools, maybe start thinking differently about what's more important. Do we install fear into schools? You got to get your homework done, this has to be done, and this and this and this. And maybe try a different concept instead of the fear concept for our school system. This is what somebody said, so I'm just repeating what they said. And he brought up a good point. So once again, I think a lot of you could get on board with that. So a lot of these were very valid, good points. And it's not everything that everybody said today, but it's a good vast majority. So honestly, I could get on board myself with the plastic bag idea. I think that's a good idea. Maybe making plastics in general, maybe some of the stuff that comes in containers and boxes and stuff. Let's try to find some more biodegradable options and stuff for that. I could definitely get on board with that. I've learned a lot just being a cashier and stuff. I've learned a lot about packaging and just the concerns that people have with our environment and the stuff that we throw away. So there's that, guys. That would be my choice for today's results. Guys, if you like what I'm doing with Dawn's question of the day, please hit that subscribe button right down below there and help us on our DQOTD YouTube channel. We would really appreciate that. You can answer and vote on Facebook Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, and get your votes and answers in there for the results video, guys. I'm Dawn. Question everything, guys. We'll see you in the next video. And by the way, our Halloween questions start tomorrow, guys. So I'm excited about that. So come back for 3 weeks of Halloween stuff. Come on back, guys. Bye.